There are some characters in Smash Ultimate that everyone believed sucked and were just trash low tiers, but for whatever reason are now seen as some of the best characters in the entire game, starting off with Mr. Game & Watch. Even with no major buffs from Nintendo, Game & Watch has dramatically risen from being considered the 11th worst character in the game to officially being ranked 18th. With many players thinking he's even better than that in tournament play because Mia and Meister, both top 20 players in the world, play this character and show how extremely crazy he is. Oh, and also Papa One. I don't know if you've heard of him, but his Game & Watch is probably better than Mia and Meister's, honestly. Yeah. Game & Watch forward air and up air were changed from Smash 4, which people hated at first because, well, for one, he no longer had his down throw up air kill confirm, which was known as the Toot Toot, or as we like to call it, the Newt Newt, since he kind of looks like Pingu as he up airs. And his forward air changed from a pretty straightforward move into what was thought to be a move that was too tough to land in the heat of battle.
You have to be on stage, you have to be over your opponent and put this bomb to him and then have to wait to land on your opponent. Mr. Game & Watch is in a really long ending leg when he makes his bomb. Yeah, that was the first time that I can jump out, and it's really punishable, of course. The bomb is just bad.
But then came along a little Mexican man named Meister, and he had faith in the character and single-handedly proved to the world that this character was nothing to scoff at.
It's funny because I'm pretty sure like Game & Watch mains just talk about how bad that move is, but Meister makes that move look so good.
Yeah, forward air? Not bad.
It's different.
At all.
No,
It's not bad. Look, it's
broken.
They had no idea what they were talking about when the game came out.
Yeah, it turned out his forward air was great, fantastic even. Not only does it kill and combo, it's essentially a much safer and effective version of a grab. And that might be a little bit confusing, so let me explain. If Game & Watch forward airs and falls with the move, if you ever shield this move, it is guaranteed that as the explosion is hitting your shield, Game & Watch could run up and grab you, which leads into combos or throwing you off stage and edgeguarding you. As I'm sure a lot of you who watch tournaments have seen now, this allows Game & Watch players to pretty much spam forward air, which might happen to catch the opponent running around and kill them or combo them. Or if you just see that opponent shielding one of these forward airs, one of these explosions, you can react and grab them, leading to devastating combos as well. Secondly, even though down throw up air doesn't kill anymore, up air is in fact ridiculous in Smash Ultimate. Very quickly, Meister showed us that this up air can juggle many characters and rack up insanely stupid amounts of damage. Combine this with Game & Watch's up B being frame 3 out of shield and kind of sending people up above Game & Watch, comboing into these juggle situations. It means that Game & Watch can play aggressively looking for combos with neutral air and grab, or defensively in shield and up being out of shield. And both of these strategies are incredibly difficult to deal with and lead to big damage. Oh yeah, and I'm sure all of you who have played against a Game & Watch who uses this move to ledge trap understand that this move is really good, and it kills, and it takes no skill, and that's why I love maining this character. Sonic is up next, and oh boy, do I wish he wasn't. Sonic has gone from a mid-tier character to 4th in the entire game. Unlike Game & Watch being pushed by top players only, this character actually on paper used to be worse than he is now. People literally made entire YouTube videos explaining why the character sucked.
Here is Sonic about to F-tilt Palutena because this is kill percent. But haha, she fell out because that move do not work. Here is a video of me about to hit this Crom player with up air. But haha, he fell out. Now I am in disadvantage.
With a lot of complaints coming from the fact that Sonic's moves were just badly programmed and didn't work. So, Big Daddy Nintendo came in and said, oh, oopsie, let's fix him up a bit. And they created an absolutely hellish monster of a character.
Game 1, let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh. Game 1 opened up with a free stock from the Aegis.
Yeah, I consider.
Like, what?
That is such a turnaround. Sonic's adaptation catches the jump and
Shallow walls of this stage benefit you as well.
Yeah, and doing a really good job of almost abusing Cola on his counter pick.
Wow, Falcon's Raptor jab has just like insane base knockback. It looked like Sonic's was all the way.
That's right. Like these are at some point in time proven commodities for this roster.
Wow, this is looking kind of brutal.
And then you combine this with people just figuring out the character better and workarounds to the nerfs they tried to apply on Sonic. Say in Smash 4, Sonic could spin dash, or Sonic could start up his spin dash and cancel it with shield, which created this unreactable dilemma of, is Sonic going to spin dash you and you're going to have to react to it, or is he just going to shield and then punish you for throwing out the thing that you threw out to think that the spin dash was going to come and hit you in the face? Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, they tried to nerf that by making it so you can't shield out of spin dash anymore, but people figured out that if you just jump and directional air dodge to the ground, it kind of accomplishes the same thing. Or you can fly over opponents totally to mix up your approaches and still force your opponents to guess. Honestly, I think this entire character wouldn't be such an annoying problem if his spin dashes were a straight up commitment that you couldn't jump out of, and it was kind of like Luigi starting up his side B, where if you start it up, you're kind of screwed. However, the character's neutral has been pushed to make him a character that can run circles around opponents, and now that his moves actually connect, he doesn't get punished for winning those neutral interactions and can actually get insanely high damaging and early killing combos, which have been impressively shown by both Sonic's and Ken, two of the best players in the entire world. Pac-Man, 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 you little yellow freak. This character was seen as the 12th worst character in the game early on, but with the help of a little someone, this character has risen up to the 14th best. Now, I have never tried Japanese tea, but Japanese tea has definitely tried Pac-Man, and like we've seen for the other characters in this video, you need a top player to get the most out of these complex characters. In Smash 4, Pac-Man was not considered good, and so when Smash Ultimate came around as a game that rewarded an aggressive playstyle more so than Smash 4, people of course struggled with an extremely defensive projectile character like Pac-Man. In Smash 4, Pac-Man's aerials were not good at all. They were extremely laggy, and so Pac-Man was forced to run away and commit to being a defensive little prick. However, in Ultimate, Pac-Man can now box like he's bloody Mike Tyson. All his aerials are fantastic for safely pressuring shield, and his dash attack is like completely unpunishable. And T, the Japanese player, was really the first person to push this character's new playstyle, which was a mix between defensive play and getting your strong power-ups, combined with going back at aggressive characters with aggression of your own, since he now had the capabilities to match them. So he's camping out the slow, boring characters with better power-ups, and he's getting these aggressive characters away from him with his own boxing. If you've seen any Pac-Man highlights, you'll know that it's one of the few characters that you see combos that you've never seen before.
Ooh, what the fuck is happening to me?
And that's because the combination of the hydrant being able to get sent at like any angle in the world depending on the move, and the 8 different fruits he has, all with their own tricks and all of their own combos into Pac-Man's quick aerials and strong smash attacks, leads to what I'd actually argue is the most complex combination of potential attacks you can do in the game. When you have this level of complexity, of course, it's going to take a lot more time to get good at than like Ike spamming landing neutral air into up air for the 20th time in a match. In terms of patches, he didn't receive any crazy buffs like Sonic did. In fact, he even received a fair bit of nerfs to shield damage. So I really believe the rise of this character is purely due to T and other Pac-Mans figuring out the character's potential, which is awesome to see. So let me know what you guys think. Are there any other characters that are in a similar boat to Pac-Man and have a bunch of just untapped potential and need a top player, a bit of a genius, a bit of an Einstein to let us know the capabilities of them? please let me know in the comments. I'd be very interested to read your guys' opinions. And if you want more Smash Bros content, please subscribe, because that's what I do. Thanks for watching.